Rejection. It is a word that can instantly conjure feelings of pain, disappointment, and self-doubt. You have been there, whether it is a job you desperately wanted, a relationship you hoped would blossom, or a dream that seemed just out of reach. It is easy to feel crushed, to let that rejection define you, to see it as a reflection of your worth. Wise men know that rejection, far from being a dead end, is actually a stepping stone toward greater self-awareness and personal growth. By shifting our perspective, embracing the lessons rejection offers, and focusing on what we can control, we can transform these painful moments into opportunities for true progress. While we cannot control the events that happen to us, like being rejected, we can control how we respond. In today's fast-paced world, where we are constantly bombarded with opportunities to be rejected, whether through personal relationships, professional aspirations, or social media, know a timeless philosophy that speaks to the heart of the modern-day struggles. Follow these teachings that can help you turn the pain of rejection into the strength of resilience. Your suffering often stems from trying to control the uncontrollable. When facing rejection, it is easy to spiral into self-doubt, asking, what did I do wrong? Or why wasn't I good enough? Redirect your focus. You can't control others' decisions or opinions, but you can control your reaction to them. Instead of dwelling on the rejection itself, focus on how you respond. Do you let it define you? Or do you use it as a means to improve and grow? If you have been turned down by someone you care about, it is only natural to feel hurt. But instead of asking on why they rejected you, consider what you can learn from the experience. Did you get to know what you prefer more in a relationship? Did you recognize areas where you could improve how you communicate or set boundaries? By focusing on what you can control, your growth, your attitude, and your next steps, you regain your power and prepare yourself for future healthier relationships. Rejection, in a sense, is not inherently bad. It is your interpretation and perception of it that causes pain. Imagine you have been rejected by someone you really liked. You could think this rejection as a sign that you are not worthy of love, leading to feelings of being inferior. But it actually can help you realize whether this person was genuinely right for you. By changing your thinking, you change the narrative from one of personal inferiority to one of clarity and self-discovery. Unlock the power of negative visualization. This requires regular contemplation of potential losses or setbacks, including rejection, to prepare oneself mentally. The goal is not to become a depressed person, but to subdue the emotional impact of negative situations in life. When you are about to express your feelings to someone, you might take a moment, think of the possible rejection coming your way. How would you feel? What would you do next? By thinking about these kind of scenarios, you set yourself up to face that possible rejection and prepare yourself to handle it calmly and in control of your emotions. Just as an athlete trains their body, you train your mind. Facing rejection repeatedly, while challenging, can actually make you stronger over time. Each rejection becomes a lesson in endurance, patience, and emotional stability. Build your resilience through repetition. Consider the situation where you might have experienced multiple rejections in relationships. It is tempting to become angry or depressed. But each experience also offers a chance to learn more about yourself, what you want in a relationship, and how to gain more fulfilling connections. The more you face rejection and choose to learn from it rather than be defeated by it, the more resilient and self-aware you become, ultimately leading you closer to the relationship that is right for you. Detach yourself from the outcome. The idea is to do your best in every situation without becoming upset of the end results. Remember that this does not mean you don't care about the outcome, but that your happiness and self-worth stays intact regardless. So a relationship ends unexpectedly. Instead of letting that rejection affect your emotional state or your belief in love, encourage yourself to reflect on the effort you put into the relationship, the experiences you shared, and the motivations that drove you to pursue it. By detaching from the outcome, you protect your inner peace and remain open to future possibilities, knowing that your worth has not been defiled by this one rejection in life. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Rejection is not the end of the road. It is simply a new direction, a chance to start anew, armed with the lessons you've learned. Embrace it as a necessary step on the path to personal growth. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Rejection is merely the universe's way of guiding you to where you truly belong. What stands in the way becomes the way. Stay inspired.